Hi Geminis, welcome to Modern Maven Tarot. This message is for any Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but also if you have Gemini in a particular house or planet that you need clarity on, then this message is also for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Really exciting messages that came through while I was clearing your cards. A lot of recognition, possibly stepping onto a public platform, like heads turning, big momentum. Okay, so I'm very excited to see all of this. Now remember, Jupiter went retrograde in your sign. So we are still having a lot of that expansion. It's just that we might be in our heads a lot about that expansion and what that expansion looks like and how fast the expansion is going. And so we're just in our heads a lot. And so we just want to be very careful with that and focus on just fine-tuning and not shying away from giving yourself a pat on the back. Okay, there's a lot of doubt that can come in around this time, especially when we are releasing with the energy so heightened with Capricorn direct Pluto energy, that last ditch effort of all of that collective shadow energy trying to grasp at power, if you will. And so the power of the shadow, just remember that, okay? It is strong. And so if there's doubt, if there's fear, if there's negative talking of yourself or others, just know that we're making progress, right? Focus on the best part of your relationship, especially your relationship with yourself. All right, the light and the shadow within you, really wanting that to work in harmony. Okay, so there's parts of your shadow that it thinks it's keeping you safe, and so it's going to do things that keep you in a cycle you don't want to be in anymore. And so we really need to recognize self-sabotage for what it is. And for you Geminis, a lot of times that's overthinking. Okay, we can sit there and overanalyze a situation, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yep, now I got to go do this thing, So it's just really utilizing your time in the most efficient way to focus on just being productive, okay? As much as you can be productive and not get stuck in analysis paralysis, the better you will be. So let's see, but really exciting energy right off the bat. So I'm excited to see what we got going on for you. There is a part of our life that is pretty off balance, but I do think that Pluto's kind of redirecting that, okay? And remember that this is it might be a bittersweet ending of a chapter for you, okay? And so we just need to recognize and appreciate how much we've stepped into our power, how much we are being asked to answer the wake-up call, all right? So if there's something you've always wanted to pursue and you haven't been doing it, now's the time. Now's the time to shine is really the message that came through. Oh, this moon. Oh, no wonder. No wonder. Okay. So at the time I'm recording this, we did just have the Aries full moon today. And so, of course, you're going to be having that strong moon energy. Okay. Wow, yeah. Yeah, there's a way of thinking. There's a way of thinking that we are really ready to release. Amazing. Okay, Queen of Swords. And it has to do with oh, wow. Okay, I'm keeping that there because it fell on there like that. That is amazing. Okay. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of us in our head of like, is this worth it? Should I have done things differently? And remember, we just had that retrograde energy. So all of the things that we have been working on expanding, now there's this feeling of it's not moving forward. And so now the doubt comes in, the worry comes in, the questioning comes in, okay? But this should confirm to you that good feeling is there, okay? So focus on how much amazing stuff is going on. So overall energy this week, the moon is ruled by Pisces. Now we do have a lot of strong Pisces energy too. We have Saturn in Pisces. It went retrograde again, okay? And so we do really need to ask ourselves, and also I think Neptune might still be retrograde in Pisces. We really need to ask ourselves, like, if there's something within the depths of our subconscious that wants to be pursued, wants to be expressed. This is a very creative, this is your intuition, but it's also your imagination. And you're a sign of communication. And so there is something to express. There is something to really allow yourself to experience. And also, this is connected to something emotional, okay? So what emotionally fulfills you? Not just what's going to give you that Six of Wands, recognition of like people, you know, the ego boost, if you will, but what emotionally satisfies you. Now, this is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. And so we really feel like this is like timeout time, okay? And this could actually be really a positive thing where we finally have this shift, this karmic shift in our finances where we actually are able to do this. But it's almost the idea of like taking time out. How do we utilize that time? I do think that's a major shift. Is, like I said, there's just this feeling of like when we decide to unplug. And actually, funny enough, your fellow air sign got this message. Okay, so this is important. It's something that I saw. I think it was a meme. I'm not really sure. But the question asked was, when you take time to recharge, are you actually replenishing yourself, or are you disassociating, unplugging, just to replug in again to the same network, if you will? Okay, and so that is really important. If your idea of downtime is just disassociation until you pop back in and not actually replenishing, not actually shifting something, I think we're seeing that aha moment. I just feel like there's something that we do with our time, and we just allow time to go, but then the anxiousness of, oh, I really want to do this, and now you don't have enough time. I'm getting a strong message of that, but this is a major turning point. Okay, so the moon here, Aries full moon, is all about our personal power and finally taking that power and doing something really courageous, doing something that people aren't expecting. And so, like I said, if there's something within you that you've always wanted to express, now is the time to do it. Now, the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Three of Wands and the Sun, like this is so exciting. So I hope you are excited, because the Ten of Swords indicates a fresh start coming. And guess what? This is Sun in Gemini. And so this is deep. All right. This fresh start coming is deep and it's major. And I hope you're excited for it. The end of something difficult is coming to it, but we got to quit struggling. We got to quit overdoing it. We got to quit overanalyzing. We got to quit getting stuck in our heads, because we're shifting the energy when we do that. Okay. But your ships are coming in, and it's everything you've ever wanted. All right. The satisfaction for all aspects of your life. I mean, like this, like I said, this is major, and I'm so excited. This is also Aries energy. So this is Sun in Aries. Okay. And so that full moon is, if anything is coming to light when it comes to all of this energy, if it's your finances, if it's your health, if it's the way that you are able to take time for yourself, if it's, you know, the new direction, it's all coming to the surface to clear so that we can move forward. Now, what you need less of and what you can give to others. Queen of Swords. Okay. Now, the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So this is fascinating. This is Virgo and Libra energy. And so if this is somebody in your life, but I think this is your energy that we've become almost like closed off in a sense, where we're not even showing ourselves exactly who we are. I don't know. I just like, it's good to have boundaries, don't get me wrong, but like the Queen of Swords can feel very dismissive and very cold, and it's clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is a card of financial security and stability. However, if this is somebody else, so this is somebody else that perhaps we're giving power to, who's kind of a penny pincher, I'm almost getting, okay, because this is in the area of what we need less of. But there's almost this idea of there being, because of things that have happened in the past, we're being extremely overly cautious of what we do, what we say, especially what we say. And I do think that there's a major block there. So I just want to clarify one more. Okay. Okay, yeah, wow. Okay, so the King of Swords and the Nine of Cups. This is something, yeah, we're being very, so the Nine of Cups, the expansion comes through compassion and following your dreams and, you know, being the dreamer. With the King of Swords, where it's, I'm getting this very like calculated and shut off and rigid. Okay, like, and no, you're a mutable sign. You're meant to flow, okay? But there's things that happen where we get really rigid, right? And like really structured. You know, like let's say like you came into a situation with your finances where it's like, okay, now I really have to count every penny. And now things have really shifted, right? The Six of Coins, and you have more flexibility, but you're still being like you're like in scarcity mindset almost, okay? But there is a very strong, powerful energy of, oh, wow, that popped up very strangely, of the energy you also give other people and their control over your movement, all right? And so you have your obligations, you do them, and then you focus on what you're doing, because it's not the time to disassociate and binge watch. And trust me, I do it, okay? I'm preaching to the choir, but it's something we can do a little bit every day. Like when we're getting into that routine of like, you know, turning on the TV, maybe just don't do that and work on the thing you want to work on. You know what I mean? But it has to be something that's emotionally fulfilling. Okay, your first empowering question: is there something in my life that makes me forget time while I'm doing it? What is it? Hello, that is like, that's why that flew out. This is a wake-up call, Geminis. Is there something in your life that makes you forget time while you're doing it? What is it? Because that's what you're meant to be spending this free time on. And it's something in your head that it's like you know you want to go here, and then you get derailed and you go backwards. It's like the current almost pulls you backwards, okay? And what is my instinct telling me to do? So that's interesting, because your instinct is very strong right now. And those thoughts of like the urge that you're getting to do something, you're meant to do it. So don't be scared, okay? Gemini, thank you so much for joining me, because remember, what the universe is gifting you and what you need more of. This is everything, okay? So thank you so much for joining me again. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. And as always, shine your inner light. You've got this.